You can run, but you can't hide. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a very fun video because I am talking about my top 10 favorite chase scenes in a horror film. Now this list makes me very angry because there's just so many good ones and it was hard to put them on a list. I might make a part 2 because there's just so many out there that are really good, but only if you guys want me to. For now, here are my personal favorite top 10 chase scenes in a horror film. And don't worry, I do mention more than 10 because we're dealing with franchises. I'll mention some honorable mentions. So let's get this list going. At number 10 is going to be Child's Play 2, the Toy Factory chase scene. This is a clever sequel. It's a lot of fun and probably one of my favorite sequels of all time. What I really like about Child's Play 2 is that it opens in the toy factory and it ends in the toy factory. Chucky ends up tracking Andy to this factory. Chucky knocks him unconscious and tries to transfer his soul into Andy's body using that voodoo ritual. However, the spell ends up failing and Chucky realizes that he is permanently in this doll's body because he took too long trying to transfer out of it. We see Chucky going through all of the emotions of realizing his fate when Kyle manages to save Andy by pushing good doll boxes on top of Chucky, and I just think this is hilarious. We get to see him getting pounded by these boxes and it's just a funny scene to me. And this is where the real chase scene begins because Andy and Kyle, they're trying to figure out how to get out of the maze of the boxes. They keep ending up in a dead end and then they end up reaching the chaotic factory portion, which is still in production. Everything here is just very dangerous. But they have to escape somehow, and Chucky, he catches up to them, resulting in a chaotic fight. Chucky's cute, but Chucky with a knife, not so much. During the chase, Chucky kills a factory technician by impaling his eyes with doll eyes. It's kind of funny, it's kind of gross, and you just feel bad that that's how someone ended up dying. But have no fear because Andy and Kyle disfigure Chucky using the factory equipment. Andy then opens the emergency valve, showering Chucky with molten plastic. We think it kills him. He was burned, mutilated, and blown up, but we all know there is a Child's Play 3. I just really love this scene. It's a different setting. It's Chucky. Just a lot going on. They're using the equipment as an escape route. Up next at number 9, it is going to be House of Wax. Now, there are two House of Wax. There's an original one and the remake in 2005. I'm talking about the remake, baby. One of my personal favorites of all time, and I think it deserves more love. Is it the best? No, but I think it's really good. I remember receiving the DVD for Christmas Eve because it was always a tradition to get a DVD on Christmas Eve and we all watch it as a family. And that year we got House of Wax. In the scene, it's terrifying. Paris Hilton, she's trying to sleep in the tent when all of a sudden that creepy ass wax face appears. We see her being chased into this huge car garage ordeal where all the people they've killed, their cars are in this storage unit. Paris, she's freaking out. She's running. She's half naked. She's trying to figure out what's going on. She's trying to hide. We can see the fear in her eyes. She ends up finding a car to hopefully hide from this man in, but that doesn't go so well. And Paris ultimately meets her demise by getting a pole impaled through her face. And it's one of the best kill scenes I've ever seen. It's one of the best chase scenes. Overall, I think this is a solid chase scene and an underrated film. From one car hiding scene to another, at number 8, it's going to be Prom Night 1980. think it was 1980. And I'm gonna mix in Urban Legends 1998 because both of these scenes are somewhat similar, both being chased by an axe murderer on a school campus. And I think they both could have lived if they would have gone a different route or just simply kept quiet. I mean, again, it's not their fault that they died. It's the person killing them's fault. Prom night, I would say that the killer was a little bit faster than the one in Urban Legends. I think the one in Urban Legends is scarier just by the costume. He's a little bit slower, but still manages to catch up. Both scenes, the chase goes all over the school. They both take staircases, trying to hide, but ended up getting the axe because they just couldn't keep quiet. But overall, I enjoy both films. I think they are both underrated, and I heard that they're coming back with Urban Legends, and if so, I'm excited for that. Give me a call. I've always been a fan. Number 7. I'm kind of shocked I put this a little bit higher on the list. It's my favorite horror film of all time. We're talking about the original Mikey Myers, Laurie Strode's chase scene. Come on. It's a pivotal sequence in this film's climax. I mean, it highlights Laurie's resilience and introducing a terrifying yet relentless nature of Michael Myers. I mean, this movie inspired so many other horror films. After finding the bodies of her friends, Laurie's distraught. She's in the hallway, and then all of a sudden, Michael emerges from the shadows, slices Laurie's arm, and then she just pummels down the stairway. This is one of the scariest parts of the movie to me. When she sees him at the top of the stairs and then she has to run to the kitchen. She's trying to get the glass door open. He's breaking through the kitchen door. I mean, nowadays you don't see that in a kitchen. This was a make or break situation. He could have killed her right then and there. She manages to escape, chasing her outside the house, and each scene gets worse and worse for her. Is Tommy gonna open the door in time? Once inside, Laurie stabs him in the neck, but Michael Myers, he's not dead. Terrifying. The fight continues in the closet. She has to stab him in the eye with a wired hanger. I mean, despite these attacks, Michael remains an unwavering threat. Eventually, the scene concludes with Dr. Loomis trying to save the day, but we all know he does not succeed. This whole chase scene just keeps going, keeps getting worse. It's terrifying. And it's Michael Myers. I mean, come on. At number 6, it's going to be Scream, baby. And I think Scream, out of all the franchises, has the best chase scenes. And it's hard to pinpoint which one is the scariest because they're all scary. Ghostface is pretty scary, and imagine that in real life. He's fast, no matter who's under the mask. My personal favorite would have to be Sydney's first chase scene where she takes a nap on the couch. She wakes up to the phone call.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, come on, you know I don't watch that shit.
Why not? Too scared?
No, it's just what's the point? They're all the same. Some stupid killer stalking some big-breasted girl who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting.
And then she realizes the killer has been in the house the whole time. The fight goes up the staircase. Is the closet door gonna keep Ghostface out? Billy emerges, casting a suspense on him. I just really enjoyed this scene. She put up a fight. She gets her head banged on the floor. I just love it. Now, don't get me wrong, the showdown at the ending between her and Ghostface, it's pretty epic. And it's more bloody.
Oh my God.
Sydney.
Billy, watch out!
but the most thrilling one would have to be Drew Barrymore's opening scene, of course.
Don't do this again, it won't.
Your call.
I think they're all just good. I just had to put them all in one. Going back to the Halloween franchise, I might get hate for this one, but I love the chase scene in Halloween 2, the original, and Rob Zombies. I know. I enjoy the opening scene of Halloween 2 Rob Zombies just because of the chase scene. It's more brutal, it's fast paced, the rain, it's just all terrifying. And he literally breaks through the little shack, even though it ends up being just a nightmare, which sucks because it was the best part of that movie. The original is more drawn out because it stays in the hospital. I enjoy this one more because he almost gets her a lot. Like, we ask ourselves, is that elevator door gonna close in time? It's just scary to me. And of course, the score elevates that chase scene. Coming in at number 4, it's going to be 28 Weeks Later. This film still terrifies me. 1, it's in daylight. 2, those things are fast. I don't care what you call them. Zombies, whatever they are, terrifying. They end up getting ambushed. The man literally runs away from his wife. He manages to escape. He gets on the water in the boat. It's just all so fast paced. It's terrifying. Is he gonna get eaten? Why did you leave your wife? Spoiler alert, she comes back. She makes it. Truly one of the best opening scenes in a horror film and one of the best chase scenes ever. Coming in at number 3, it's gonna be the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I will say the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the franchise has really good chase scenes because 1, it's Leatherface, and 2, he has a chainsaw. It's terrifying. And his freaky family, hands down, Sally, she gave it her all. And I think she needs more respect on her name. In the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Sally endures a terrifying and relentless chase sequence after Leatherface attacks her and her brother Franklin. Franklin is killed by Leatherface's chainsaw, prompting Sally to flee into the scariest woods I've ever seen in my life, with Leatherface in pursuit of her. She's screaming. She just saw her brother get murdered. She really doesn't know where she's at, creating just a chaotic atmosphere. I mean, just her escape is a prolonged struggle for survival. And she jumped out of that window, which could have killed her. Eventually, she reaches a gas station seeking refuge from Leatherface, only to be kidnapped by a member of his family. There, she is subjected to torment before managing to escape. She does get saved by a truck driver, but Leatherface attacks the truck. Sally and the driver escapes on foot, where she escapes Leatherface by jumping into the back of someone's pickup truck. There we see Sally covered in blood, hysterically laughing as some form of probably being in shock. And we see Leatherface throwing a fit. He has his chainsaw in the air. He's enraged. He's frustrated. Sally's the sole survivor of this film. It's just one final girl who I think doesn't get enough love. And she went through it. Now, this next chase scene, just one of the best, and not one that is talked about a lot. And this one is probably my personal favorite of the Scream franchise, and that's going to be Scream 2, Gale's chase scene in the production room. It's terrifying. It's a cat and mouse game between her and Ghostface. He's almost catching up to her, but she's always one step ahead. Dewey gets caught in the middle between them. Gale is just a survivor. She is not afraid to fight back. She's a badass, and this chase scene just proves that. But she's also smart. And that's what I really love about Gale. She's always one step ahead of Ghostface. And although this scene is not that long, it's executed well. Now, before we get into number 1, here are some honorable mentions that might make it on to part 2 if I do a part 2, but I really just want to talk about them. So Carla from I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, she survived, and I'm hoping she is going to be in the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. I just love Brandy, and Carla, she literally fell from a greenhouse. It was just crazy. She was a good friend. She fought hard. I just love Carla. The next 2 are car chase scenes, which will be Joyride and Jeepers Creepers. These 2, the whole movie. If they're in a car, it's a really good chase scene. And then my final honorable mention will be the movie Curtains. Have you ever thought of getting chased down by a masked killer on ice skates? Think about that. Now that leads me to number 1, which is going to be Helen's chase scene in I Know What You Did Last Summer. Although she didn't make it in the end, she put up a fight, from escaping the cop's car, literally breaking through the window, running to her sister's store while the fisherman is chasing her, telling her sister to hurry up and lock the doors, only for her sister to not listen to her per usual. Her sister dies. She's in this store with a bunch of mannequins. The fisherman is inside. She ends up getting chased, leading her to be on this platform, go to the 2nd floor, jump out of the window, run through the alleyway. If she had just kept running, she was almost there to the 4th of July parade. And I love that overhead shot of seeing the alleyway right next to the parade, and we can see her still putting up a fight. And it just makes me so sad because I think she deserved to be a final girl, but her death also kind of elevates the film. But you guys, that is going to be it from me today. I know there's so many other chase scenes that could have been on my list, but here are just some of my favorite chase scenes in a horror film. Let me know down below which one is your personal favorite and if you want a part 2. This week, my review for I Know What You Did Last Summer will be posted. As always, please stay safe out there, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.